Good afternoon, everyone. Before we delve deeper into the contents of our presentation, I would like you all to imagine yourself as an analyst in a venture capital firm. You're looking for the next big thing. You attend a virtual fundraising event, and that's where you come across the presentation by the founders of Shuttle.
Could you imagine yourself being put into a situation when daily commuting would jeopardize your safety? In India, there's an increasing number of transportation problems ranging from bad public service to a lack of safety, which results in a demand in a startup company like us. According to our research, there is approximately 31.98% of women that travels by bus in Delhi. We are here today as the founders of Shuttle, hoping to bring the safest option for commuters. My name is Xingyu, and together with me, I have Deepan and Daniel. We've come up with the Shuttle Safe, secure, anxiety-free experience, which incorporates multiple safety checks for every commuter through technology features that also ensure responsible behaviors by the bus drivers. This creation by our technology team is designed with safety and emergency tools which will ensure safe commuting for travelers within Delhi. Now I'll pass on my time to Deepan to further elaborate on our product.
What is shuttle? Simply put, is the Uber for buses. As my co-founder Cindy mentioned, many women today feel unsafe when taking a bus at night. Now, we here at Shuttle believe that this is a problem that no one, especially in the 21st century, should still be facing. We have solved this problem by implementing state-of-the-art facial recognition technologies so as to ensure that only authorized drivers and registered passengers are allowed on the bus. Our bus ignition system is also equipped with an alcohol detection system so as to ensure that all of our drivers are not in any way, shape or form intoxicated. So, in a country like India, achieving zero instances of drunk driving is no easy feat. But for us here at Shuttle, that's just the norm. To ensure and to really bring our levels of safety to the highest standards, we've installed an SOS and panic button feature on all 2,000 of our buses. The moment it's triggered, we here at Shuttle get a live CCTV recording of what's going on. And the moment we deem it just a bit potentially dangerous, we are going to call the police and ensure that we get you out of that dangerous situation immediately. Now, India is a big country. You know that, and I know that. And not everyone conveniently lives next to the bus stop. A common problem that many women face is not only do they feel that the bus ride is unsafe, just making the journey back home from their bus stop can also potentially be dangerous. So, we solve this problem by implementing a callback system which ensures that you will receive a call once you have reached home, and once you pick it up, we will get notified that you have reached home safe and sound. You think it ends there, right? But we here at Shuttle believe in providing the highest quality of service. We offer a plethora of complimentary services so as to make sure your journey with us is an enjoyable one. During your ride with us, expect not only the highest levels of safety, but you will also receive a set of complimentary headphones so that you can enjoy your leisure time as you make the journey back from home or from work. We've also installed complimentary Wi-Fi for all riders to use so that when you get a pesky email from your boss or you like to just watch a video on YouTube, you have the free internet for it and you can really enjoy your bus rides. So, we here at Shuttle promise to work with you, the consumer, to ensure that you enjoy each and every single bus ride. We will ensure the highest level of service standards, and we will also ensure that each rider has the highest level of safety that is humanly possible. So now, will you work with us here at Shuttle to make bus rides great again?
So what makes Shuttle special? Besides the fact that we're the only service that ensures passenger safety with such rigidity, we're doing it at a large scale. We're talking 2,000 buses that clocks about 100,000 rides a day across 6 cities in India. Now, recent statistics tells us that an estimated 70 million people in India commute by bus on a day-to-day basis. Now, simple math. With our current fleet capacity, we are only serving an estimated 4 million fortunate people a day. Even though Shuttle is focused on women's safety, we are far off and way off from our full potential. People want us, and we want to serve them. Mind you, this is India not only. Shuttle, as the name ambiguously implies, we're thinking on a global scale. Just think of how many lives we can change, the livelihood and the standard of living that we can change across the world. For starters, global bus ridership is growing at a 9.82% CAGR in the last 7 years. Shuttle alone is growing at an estimated 32% in the last 2 years. Therefore, we are proposing an initial investment of $5 million from angel investors like yourself. This is to ensure that Shuttle's fleet will continue to grow while ensuring smooth day-to-day operations. Each investor will receive a 3% stake in Shuttle, therefore, making you guys our very first group of investors. Now, entrepreneur to investor, we cannot tell you when such an opportunity will present itself to you once again. Therefore, we look forward to working with you and helping the cause of women's safety across the world and changing the way.
I hope that you enjoyed the video. In our presentation, we will be discussing the weaknesses and strengths of communicating through video before reaching our conclusion.
Now, we hope everyone enjoyed our pitch earlier on, but in all honesty, our team did not enjoy the whole process of it, and we will discuss on why that is so. But first, let us talk about the benefits of doing a pitch via this given approach. Firstly, the very act of pitching is an extremely daunting affair. However, without the use of PowerPoint slides or visual cues, it is more likely or so that the audience will actually give the presenter their full attention. And as supported by sales trading lead generation, they further elaborated that with the use of PowerPoint slides, the speaker's and presenter's voice may just be deemed as background noise and be overshadowed and overpowered by the content and details of the PowerPoint slides. Secondly, a video-style pitch can be done in the most extravagant fashion, however only if the budget permits. An extremely well thought-out presentation, put together with professional production, will not only land you the customers, but in turn it may lead to increased traffic via marketing, words of mouth, so on and so forth. And we often see this nowadays through Kickstarter videos. And for the benefits of those at home watching our presentation right now, our team has picked one of our most favorite ones.
Okay, let's do this! You see, the no-show socks you're used to either slip off your foot because they suck, or they cut off your circulation because, like I said, they suck. But our sock engineers at InvisiSocks solve both those problems. Super comfy, and they stay on no matter what you're doing. They're the best no-show socks you'll ever try on. We guarantee it. Hey, put up that sticker! Bam! Go to InvisiSocks.com and try yours on today. You see, we searched far and wide to find a good no-show sock, and they all sucked. We found two kinds. The crappy one and the overpriced one. They weren't comfortable, constricted toes, didn't fit well, fell off like a slingshot, or only stayed on by being so tight that they completely cut off your circulation. Ah! My foot! We knew it was up to us to make a sock that was truly great, so we started with the material of the gods. Hey. Premium blended cotton with spandex. Ooh, nice! It's as soft as a baby's skin, and breathable enough for your feet to stay nice and cool. This stops sweat at the source and allows your body's main cooling mechanism to actually work. The material makes our socks so comfortable, you'll want to sleep in them. How did we do this? We sourced our cotton from a top-secret location south of the Nile River, where cotton grows softer than a new baby cloud. After we got the material absolutely perfect, we completely reinvented the gel heel grip. We thought, what's the point of a gel grip if it doesn't work? Here, let me show you what I mean. Our gel grip design is engineered to have triple the gripping strength that the other guys have, thanks to how the pattern interacts with your skin. The best part is, you won't even notice it's there. So tight, the sock might stay on until the day you die.
Now, that was great, but evidently really difficult to pull off. Now, bringing everyone back down to earth, we will now reveal the truth and hardships that will arise when you're only given a video to get your points across and to pitch. Firstly, if you recall from our pitch, there were some numbers and data here and there. In reality, these numbers will give the pitch some substance, and in most cases, even credibility. Even more so, investors are usually hung up about these numbers and figures. However, without the help of visual aids and charts and stuff like that, it is really difficult to explain and even storytell these numbers. Furthermore, empirical studies done by Chanlin, Lowry, Sabo, and Hastings even elaborated that this trickles down into educational learning as well, where it is said that students actually recollect information with the help of visual aids better. Now, another limitation that we personally face is explaining and displaying our product in detail. And we believe that anyone or everyone that will be given a video-only approach would face the same problem. Now, we can argue that the Kickstarter video that we showed earlier on, managed to explain and show the product in great detail. However, some circumstances can be limiting, like how would we bring a bus into the seminar room to record? Now, therefore, our team actually found that if we had the help of visual aids, this would be very, very useful. And we even have provided everyone with an example of how so.
Although there are several strengths of using a video, there's still a downside to it. It was a challenge for our group as we were trying to pitch when there is no physical audience. One of which was the fact that we had to talk to the camera as we were recording our pitches. Now, let me show you an example of how our first recording looks like. We have came out with the Shuttle Safe, secure anxiety-free experience which incorporates multiple safety checks for every commuter through technology features that also ensure responsible behaviors by bus drivers. As you can see from the video, it didn't give us the opportunity to have any eye contact with our audience. Thus, we decided to change the method that we are delivering our pitch. Positive eye contact is an important aspect of communication. It helps to build rapport with the audience, keeping them engaged during the presentation. It also gives them a sense of involvement and conveys the message on a more personal level. Since we were not able to do that, it was difficult for us to engage with the audience, which would most probably lead them to losing their focus. During our first take, we realized that the audio was a bit too soft. We believe that this is an issue that any teams would face when doing a video recording. However, we came up with a solution by using a microphone. Another possible weakness that teams might face is technical difficulties. More often than not, communicating via video will cause problems such as low internet connection. This could lead to more time waste or even some parts of the communication being unclear when there's a glitch in the midst of the video conferencing. The results from a study noted how participants perceive video conferencing differently from face-to-face meetings, where technology was a notable distraction to them. Hence, our group felt that this is a weakness of communicating via video. Using video recording also brings a disadvantage because of its low channel richness. Channel richness is the amount of information that can be transmitted during a communication episode. In other words, it means how effective the channel used can convey the information. Face-to-face communication, on the other hand, has a high channel richness, as they have the ability to handle multiple cues simultaneously, facilitate rapid feedback, and be very personal. This is because it transmits the most information by using multiple information cues such as words, postures, facial expressions, immediate feedback, and a personal touch of being present. In comparison to a pre-recorded video, rich channels give the audience the opportunity to observe. The unconscious aspects of communication helps the audience understand the full meaning of a message. This brings us to the point on how teams in organizations have to work or communicate virtually. A study investigated the parameters which challenge communication in a virtual team. Results from the study have shown that the company faced issues related to technology despite massive technological advances over the years. They found the failing IT infrastructure to be remarkable as the company operates in a sector characterized by heavy investments and digital progression, where technological solutions are an essential aspect of remaining competitive. However, collaboration and trust were highlighted as being essential for successful team performance, and initial face-to-face meetings were considered crucial in establishing group cohesion and collaboration. One major obstacle hindering the creation of collaboration and trust was the geographical distance between team members in a global virtual team. Challenges related to leadership are argued to be highly problematic and challenging. Now, I'll pass on the time to Deepan.
Peter Drucker, who was one of the most widely known thinkers on management, once said, "The most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said." Now, it might appear that with the pitch being pre-recorded, we might have the additional benefit of being able to memorize the script in its entirety. This would then allow us to have an excellent presentation with great flow and virtually no errors at all. Well, I thought so too, but on the actual day of filming, the lack of visual cues really proved to be an obstacle. More often than not, we ended up going through the motions, causing our presentation to come off as monotonous and rigid. To complicate things further, the lack of visual feedback from the slides to help guide my internal thought process really challenged my ability to appear organic when making my speech. Now, here's a short blooper reel to really showcase what I mean.
Drivers. This creation by our technology team have incorporate multiple safety and emergency tools, which
As my co-founder Cindy mentioned, many women in India
Hi again. Now, visual cues do not only come from PowerPoint slides, but also from the audience themselves. Simple question. Would you rather attend the live concert of your favorite artist or watch the concert on YouTube? It would be safe to assume that you would prefer the former than the latter. As stated by Carol Hostetter, information exchange takes place on the audio channel, while the interpersonal interactions such as nods, blinks, facial expressions, and body language, which are very much standard operating procedure in face-to-face meetings. These subtle actions may not be adequately captured by the video. As mentioned by my teammate, it certainly is weird to stare at a lifeless camera. There is a stark difference between presenting to a room filled with actual human beings and staring into the lens of a camera. Now I know how Prof. Nina feels during our Zoom sessions. Without visual cues from the audience, it was very difficult for me to regulate my tone and pace to really fit the energy of the audience. This causes the presentation to lack the human touch which is also necessary, especially when attempting to get money from investors. Thus, in situations such as this, the ability to get visual cues from the audience and slides outweighs any of the benefits that might be derived from the ability to pre-record the pitch. As you can see from the commercials, good editing makes a difference between night and day regarding audience engagement. Now, for a group like us without the necessary expertise, it proved to be an uphill task for us to edit our video to match the production quality of those that you have seen. This puts us at a huge disadvantage, as it then makes it extremely easy for the audience to lose their attention, despite the many great benefits our product might offer. However, as technology improves, people become more focused on the value of communication and social interactions than with the technology itself. We believe that in the foreseeable future, great editing can help bridge this gap and in some rare instances actually supersede actual real-life presentations. However, I would argue that there is a huge learning curve to master the art of editing. Therefore, many individuals like us will really struggle to tap on the full potential that communication through video really offers. In conclusion, video communication by itself poses unique challenges when used as a means of persuasion. Real human interaction is still a very powerful tool in our arsenal for effective communication. However, video communication in conjunction with PowerPoint slides has the potential to supersede traditional forms of communication. Now, with COVID-19, it has really shown us how far we can really push video communication to be an effective means of persuading people and bringing ideas across the screen. With time, my group believes that video communication definitely has the potential to supersede traditional forms of communication. And the future for such forms of communication is definitely very exciting. And with that, This brings our presentation to an end. Thank you.